Pimpies are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Texas Snake. Very positive information has been provided from the Treasury to Tier 1 banks, including my personal banker, confirming that our event is going ahead. All right, Frank26 Firefly says, my bank friend thinks soon we will see the CBI talk about the lower notes and the upcoming rates. It's all pointing to this. He says everything now is being set at 1320, but he still thinks we will see another move soon on the exchange rate. Then 1-to-1 ratio before the float internationally. Frank says, in my opinion, everything your bank friend is telling you is 100% correct. This month of March will show you what he told you. You will see your new small category notes and new exchange rate. Remember, you will see it first in article print, and then it will be given to you physically. These are exciting times as we cross the finish line together. Militiaman says the Council of Ministers referred to dealing in dinars. It says there's no justification for citizens to use foreign currency in local transactions. In other words, in their local transactions, there's no reason to be doing anything outside of the dinar. If you're going to buy a car, dinar. You're going to go buy a loaf of bread, dinar. Just the way it's going to be. Mark Zevia PDK says, not quite a banking story. Someone needed to pay a bill and took some VND to a currency exchanger in a local mall. When he told the staff he needed to sell some to cover a bill, she asked him, do you know what is about to happen? He said yes, but needed a bill paid today. She checked the rate on the screen, then said she didn't want him to lose out, and changes could happen at any moment over the next few days. This to me is awesome news, as you are starting to see this from certain banking and exchange personnel. They are seeing things. All right, Pimpy says, a lot of people asking me if the Iraqi dinar exchange rate has changed again. No, it has not. When you hear people out there, whether it's from news or people posting about the exchange rate, they're usually talking about the open market rate, which is different than the official rate. We know right now the official rate is 1300. We know the black market is somewhere around 1450, which is where they wanted it in the first place. All right, Frank26 says, if the budget comes out at 1300, it will not stay at 1300 for long. I hope you can tattoo this somewhere. You can always remember it. There's another exchange rate coming. There's another rate change coming. It was 1750. It's 1300. There's another rate change coming. All right, Sandy Ingram says, how Iraq caused the currency crisis. Here's what happened. Iraq spends around $900 million a month on Iranian goods. $50 is for electricity and gas. Now the mistake, the U.S. and Iraq decided to pay Iran in Iraqi dinars. Surprisingly, Iran said that's okay. Iran then proceeded to the Iraqi daily exchange auctions to trade the dinars for U.S. dollars. Sandy Ingram goes on to say the Federal Reserve Bank in New York City had a fit and began implementing restrictions. You see, the U.S. holds the money Iraq makes from oil sales. Iraq is caught between the U.S. massive amounts of oil revenue and OPEC controlling Iraq's oil exports and Iran controlling Iraq's electricity. The bottom line, Iran obtained large amounts of the Iraqi currency that Iraq needs to pay government salaries and run the government. This is a global issue. All right, Nader from the Mideast says the street demonstrations you see, first it's for the food baskets, second is for what we call it ID, retired people want more money. Third is for the exchange rate purchasing power, the power to purchase more things with their money. That's what they want to do. That's why you see there's a demonstration. All right, Deepwood's article, quote, parliamentary finance stresses the introduction of the new salary scale before the budget legislation, unquote. Deepwood says, I've often thought about some of the things they would have to do before changing the rate. One of those things was to change the salary scale. Why? Google shows the national minimum wage to be 250,000 to 350,000 dinar per month. Not much income at 1460 or even 1310. But if you plan on going through a major change, it would behoove you to change the scale accordingly, don't you think? It states that has been going the rate since 2018. Which one can also confirm that during the rate change in December 2020, they did not make an adjustment. They also did not make an adjustment before going back to 1310. So why do they need one now would be the next question I would ask with a grin on my face. Frank, 26 question, how long will the float go before they cap it? Possibly inside of a year, and then afterwards they will cancel the 3-0 notes. Frank says probably not, no. The central bank wants to collect all of them. All right, and Pimpy says it's on the exchange. The Iraqi Dinar is. It's not on the big one, Forex, but it is on the local exchange. Right now it's trading on the open market at 14.59 dinars for every $1. That's the one 14.59 you don't want to get higher. The higher this gets, the worse off it is for us. That means the more people are wanting US dollars and they're willing to pay more Iraqi dinar for that. We don't want that to happen, but right now it's been maintaining in the same area now for quite some time. All right, lastly, Mark Z via PDK. This is the biggest news piece of the day today. Quote, KRG Finance Minister, we agreed with Baghdad on the share of Kurdistan in 2023 budget, unquote. This is from the Kurdish Region Finance Minister. This is very big news. This has never happened before. It's huge, and we have never been at this point before, and it is very exciting.